you shout out my YouTube channel, Talent Off?
Yeah, shout out to Talent Off.
Thank you.
Follow him.
Right then guys, welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. What I thought I'd do was a season review. I just want to say thanks for the support throughout the season. Obviously it's not been the same, not being able to do match vlogs, because that's something I really do enjoy. It's had to be match reviews and match previews instead. Like I say, I do prefer to do match vlogs, but it is what it is, you know. It can't be out with obviously the coronavirus pandemic, but I want to say thanks for your support throughout the season anyway. What a long season it's been, and in fact it's probably been a long 2 seasons really. Obviously ever since the playoff final against Villa, it's just been downhill spiral from that, you know. Obviously Lampard going, the drink driving situation, then it's just been off-field problems ever since, you know, with the EFL investigating us, and you know, it all just plays off the field. Obviously we did have Phillip Cocu take over, and I thought Phillip Cocu was a great man. You know, I thought he was a good guy in general. Problem is his football wasn't good enough. You know, we would have probably been relegated under Phillip Cocu. We have to be honest. But yeah, it's been a long couple of seasons. Obviously it started with Mason Bennett and Tom Lawrence drink driving. Richard Keogh, obviously part of that, and got injured and left the club. And you know, had we have known that was the start of many problems, you know, we wouldn't think it when we first got into that, and now here we are after a long season, long 2 seasons. You know, it's just draining, it's long, and we just don't seem to get a break from it all at the minute. This season hasn't been great, you know. Started off with Phillip Cocu, results weren't looking good. I think we were bottom of the table under Cocu. Got Rooney in, picked up some form, you know, and then we hit a bad run of form, and things started to look bad again, heading towards the relegation zone. And obviously it come to the last game of the season to define whether we stayed up or not. But I don't think it's helped, you know, with the EFL investigations going off behind the scenes. We've had 2 potential takeovers this season. Obviously, the first takeover we all got pretty excited about, because we all thought it was happening. We all thought the money was coming in. And then it never sort of happened, you know. The same people that were meant to take over Newcastle. So I think there were a few doubts in that from some fans. And then obviously the most recent one, Eric Alonso, that one seems to have been a bit dodgy ever since it started, let's be honest, you know. You know, just from the fact that he's overly nice, you know, posting things on his Twitter about Derby, posting things on his Instagram about Derby, you know, not many owners do that. And yeah, I think everyone's had the doubts with this one since it first sort of come out, you know, and he started posting things. And then most recently, you know, he's nicking videos off TikTok and saying that it's his house. So yeah, that seems really dodgy. But you know, we managed to celebrate our 1 day of staying up. We celebrated 1 day of staying it, only to find out that DFL have won their appeal against us, and we're paying Richard Keogh 2.3 million. That's what I mean. 1 day of celebrating it, and then the problems start. For me, you know, we shouldn't have to pay Richard Keogh. I was listening to a video on TalkSport when they was discussing it, and I totally agree. You know, it was his own choice to do what he did. The club organised transport and everything for the players to get home safely, and he got injured through it. Had that been me or you, we lose our job and we don't get paid, and it's that simple as that. Why should we have to pay out for Richard Keogh? And that's the way I see it. I don't think we should pay for him. You know, he chose to get drunk. He chose to get in the car. Yes, it was a team bonding session, but you know, transport and everything had been organised for the players, but yeah, you know, it's just a run of problems, and at the minute we're in the middle of being investigated. So, you know, we had to pay Rich Keogh 2.3 million. In some ways, I'm glad that case is now out of the way, you know, because that's just one case done with. Obviously, we still owe Philip Cocu money from his departure, so I just hope that we get him paid off. Then that's another thing that we can move forward to. You know, all these problems coming up, but you think once we get them out of the way, we can kind of move forward and rebuild. So, yeah, just pay Rich Keogh off, pay Philip Cocu off, get them two off our back, and then it's just DFL we've got to deal with, you know. It's the performances haven't been good enough this season, and I don't think it helps with the fans not being there, you know. They've massively lacked the 12th man. They've missed the 12th man getting behind them, especially towards the back end of the season, you know, when we were in a relegation fight. They needed the fans to get behind them and support them and get them over this this final, you know, third. And I think for some of the players in the Derby squad that haven't met the Derby fans yet, you know, Colin Kazim-Richards, Nathan Byrne, David Marshall, I think they'll all massively boost from our, you know, from our support, because Derby fans can be really good support-wise, and I think, like I say, I think that's what they've missed. I think now, you know, we need a massive time to rebuild. We need a clear out. We need to get ourselves back financially. Like I say, pay Richard Keogh off, pay Philip Cocu off, get them two off our back now, and then the EFL, whatever comes is going to come. You know, we get points deduction, we get a fine. Just do it. Just get ourselves back to on sort of normality, and then once them 3 cases are done with, we can hopefully look better at getting, you know, an owner. Because let's be honest, who's going to want to take over Derby while we're in the mess we're in? Get them paid off. Get it all sorted. But yeah, like I say, you know, I think we need a massive clear out. There's quite a few players that I would now let go, get rid of, bring some new players in. To be totally honest, you know, this is a perfect chance for us to have a clear out and get ourselves sorted, because I think there's, you know, there could be a big list of players that we could get rid of, sign new contracts and stuff like that. And going forward, I think we need more permanent signings once we obviously deal with this. You know, we had about 6 or 7 loan players this season, and that just shows how unsettled we really are. We need to be more settled going forward, more permanent players, longer contracts. And, you know, we need to sort of learn from this season or these 2 seasons, get these things done out of the way, whether that means we start next season with minus 25 points. Just get all this out of the way, you know. It's so draining, so tiring, boring. You know, just get it sorted, get the fans back, and do what we need to do, you know. But I'm just hoping that next season's not as bad as, you know, this season or last season. It's got to be a lot better. The players, just, I think, with everything happening off the pitch, I think you've seen how much of an impact it has had on Rooney, as it has on the players as well, you know. Rooney don't know what's going on. He don't know what he can do for next season. He don't know what to plan, because he don't know if the finances are there or not. The players, you know, they're sort of thinking, well, have I got a job? You know, am I staying at Derby? Am I moving on? You know, there's no stability within Derby at the minute. I just hope that we can get all these problems sorted going into next season. But, yeah, you know, overall, poor season, but it's one that we learn from. You know, we need to, you know, there's a lot of negative things that have happened from these past season or 2 that we can now learn from, rebuild, get back into training. Rooney needs to get sorted who he's offering a new contract, who he's releasing. You know, this is a perfect time for him to have a good clear out and do what we need to do. You know, we've got players within the squad that need to know what's happening with them. so that they can be quite happy performing as well. But yeah, that's all I'm going to really talk about in this, guys. Comment your thoughts below on the season overall. Comment who you think should go in the summer, who we should get in. Make sure that these are realistic, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you do like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell to get notified when I upload. And come on, Derby, new season, new us, up the Rams.